Hey guys, Cha-Chan here, and before I say anything else, I'd like to say, last week's video I announced a giveaway. You can win a full body digital illustration of a character, so please look at that video, subscribe to this channel and comment on that video. There is a link to that video in the description and also at the end of this video, so please go and check out that because it ends on the 18th of February at 1 minute to midnight, just general before the 19th, because on the 19th I announced the winner. Okay, with that out of the way, links to all of that, as I said, at the end of the video in the description. Okay, with all that said, this video I am drawing a Vlilluxem reference sheet. A Vlilluxem is a original species that me and my friend Yarim have created together. I did most of the physical designing and Yarim does all of the lore kind of things. Obviously we kind of talk to each other about ideas and stuff, so yeah. If you have any questions about a Vlilluxem, feel free to leave it in the comments and I will try my best to answer. Okay, with all of that said, I can finally move on to today's actual video topic. This is Taxidermy Talk number 7, yay! It's been a very long time since I've done a taxidermy talk, and that's because I've taken a big break from taxidermy ever since I did it at college, and it was, just a whole thing. Anyway, so I'm taking a big break from it. I'm slowly getting back into it, so I can finally talk about things again. So, in today's video, I thought I would talk about wet specimens, keeping in topic with the whole deep sea creature Vlilluxem thing, kinda. Does that make any sense? It does in my mind. Anyway, so, wet specimens. I'd like to talk about how to correctly prepare them and stuff. So you might have seen some tutorials on YouTube. I have seen so many of these tutorials that show you how to preserve, in quotation marks there, preserve an animal in a jar. And what they are doing, they are pouring the alcohol into a jar and then they are just putting the animal straight in the jar, putting it on the shelf and they say, done. But that is not correct. Do not do that. Your specimen will rot. It will just... it's not going to end well. I mean, it might survive quite a while, but it's not going to last very well, Maybe a few months at best. It will go yellow and start to go discoloured and gross. I have experienced this. I speak from experience here, because I have followed those tutorials before and just know. The correct way to preserve an animal is to use formaldehyde. Now, formaldehyde is a dangerous chemical. It's suspected of causing cancer, so please wear gloves, wear goggles and wear a mask. And if you get it on your skin, then wash your hands multiple times. I mean, it's not gonna, seriously hurt you if you get it on your hands a little bit, but please just wash your hands thoroughly multiple times before you touch your face or eat anything or whatever. Don't get formaldehyde on your skin if you can avoid it. And certainly not in your eyes, and do not eat it. Drink it, just don't. If you get any in your eyes or your mouth, just maybe go to the hospital if you can, or see a medical professional as quickly as possible. Anyway, enough about that. Formaldehyde. It's not terribly expensive, but it is more pricey than alcohol, but it is worth it. You'll also need a needle to inject your animal. Obviously, this is a dead animal. You have not killed it, hopefully. It's probably roadkill or snake food or something. Ethical's the way to go nowadays. So, you got your animal, you got your formaldehyde. You are going to inject your animal with formaldehyde pretty much all over. You even want to try and get some into its mouth and into its stomach, almost like you're making it drink formaldehyde to preserve its stomach content, not stomach contents, just its inside of its stomach. So after you've got the formaldehyde in its mouth and in its stomach, you want to inject it into its belly all over and its back, its legs and its tail, if it has a tail, and just as many places as you possibly can. I also like to try and get some in it down its nostrils as well. So just cover it in formaldehyde, inject it as much as you can, and if there's any blood that's leaking out of it now, then just wipe it off and then put it in a jar full of formaldehyde and seal it and leave that to sit and set for however long it needs. I haven't found much information or any information on how long to leave things in formaldehyde to set, so just kind of judge it as you go along. You can overset things and you can underset things, so there's a good medium point. I mean, it's not an exact science, you just gotta go with your gut feeling, I guess. Maybe there is a recommended length of time, but it'll be different for each specimen, so yeah. Once it is set, you can take it out of the formaldehyde and put it in alcohol. You can use ethanol or isopropyl, and it should be between, I'm going to recommend 80 and 90%. It can be a little bit more than 90% or a little bit less than 80%, but as long as it's a high percentage of alcohol, ethanol or isopropyl, as I said. So that's how you do a wet specimen. Maybe I could talk a little itty bitty bit about diaphanization, because you might have seen diaphanized specimens before. That's when it's a transparent specimen and its bones are all blue and red and brightly coloured. They are so pretty, but you might have noticed they are very expensive, and I'd just quickly like to mention why that is. I haven't done diaphanization, but I've watched people working on diaphanized specimens. I've seen tutorials on how to correctly do it. What you need is trypsin, blue and red biological dyes, I can't remember the exact name of them, and then you need formaldehyde and alcohol and the jar, obviously, multiple jars actually, because it's a whole chemical process. The whole diaphanization thing is a very expensive process. Trypsin is the chemical that makes the flesh transparent so you can see the bones, and that stuff is hella expensive, like, boy. And it's also difficult to get hold of, especially here in England for some reason. I cannot find it. Or I can find it, but it's too expensive, or it's in a different country, and I don't know if I could import that here. So, yeah, it's very difficult to get. Blue and red bio dyes are much easier to come across, but still a little bit pricey, depends on how much you want and all that kind of stuff. Formaldehyde, as I said, easy to get hold of, and alcohol, very easy to get hold of. You can buy alcohol, as in surgical spirit, rubbing alcohol, from local pharmacies and also online. I usually get my alcohol from Boots if I'm in a rush and need to get it like from a shop, but usually I would order it online because you can get larger quantities at a better price. But yeah, diaphanization costs a lot because trypsin is expensive, the bio dyes are expensive, and the whole process is you have to skin it and then remove any fat. Then you have to let it sit in the trypsin for a bit and babysit it constantly. And then you have to dye it with the blue and red dyes. And you know, it's a long process. I can't tell you how long it takes exactly because I've never done it, but it obviously takes quite a while with backwards and forwards work constantly, so yeah, that's why diaphanized specimens cost so much. Well, I've rambled on for way too long, so I hope you found this video informative. And if you have preserved a wet specimen in just alcohol, don't worry about it, I've done that too. And now that you know that you're supposed to use formaldehyde, then just try and do that with future projects. If you have any questions about the preserving of wet specimens or the Vlilluxem creature, then feel free to leave them in the comments, and remember to enter that giveaway. There is a link to the video that you need to go and comment on, and subscribe to this channel in the description and also at the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope to see you in the next one, and bye!